Hi, this is in response to the first prompt. So from what I understand is AgriCycle's global mission is to empower rural women and eliminate natural food loss. Um, as an environmental studies and political science major, those have been very strong issues that I've been looking at and studying for the past 4 years. I've done a lot of research, not only at Loyola University, where I attend currently, but when I was abroad, I studied at Chiang Mai University, and I got to complete an internship with Doi Sutep National Park. For my internship, Doi Sutep National Park in Chiang Mai is a man and biosphere program run by the UNESCO, and so we were working with rural villages nearby who were going towards more sustainable agriculture practices and transforming their villages more to try and connect them and get them part of the man and biosphere program as well. So there was a village that I primarily worked with. It was called Pongkrai Village, and they started growing things like coffee and other things that they weren't growing before because they were using slash and burning and using monoculture crops, and they realized were not the best practices. But part of the Royal Project in Thailand and part of the UNESCO Man and Biosphere program, they were trying to transform these rural villages to more sustainable agriculture practices. One thing that they developed themselves, which was incredible, was the planting of the blue vanda orchid, which for a while was not seen. And they started planting them on tops of trees. And in the months of like July to August is when you see the bloom, and it's like incredibly beautiful. So that also built a tourism industry for that village. And when I was working there, they were trying to research more ways to build tourism in their village and get more people to visit and see how their farming techniques were transforming over the years. So I was working on a nature trail that was going to showcase the blue vanda orchid with the villagers, as well as my coworkers who were working on getting the Pongkrai village a part of the Man and Biosphere program. So at the end of my internship, we did a conference in which we presented data tables and research and showed the sustainability of the Pongkrai village, and that was a tremendous experience for me. I saw that these villagers were empowered by their designs of planting the orchids on the trees, and it became my job to help spread awareness of their tremendous efforts through our newsletters and through social media postings and other things. And it became a really amazing project to be part of. I was really excited to work on it and to help them develop their sustainability goals in alignment with UNESCO Man and Biosphere program. I am also currently studying environmental studies, so I work on my campus as part of a small biotechnology startup company, and we call it SEEDS, Sustainable Energy Through Anaerobic Digestion, which is producing biogas. So we've been producing biogas for the past year, and we're still at the seed level. Like, we are a very small company, but we have communications, we have outreach events, we've been doing a lot of research on efficiency and things like that. But primarily our goal for this year was just mitigating food waste, because we do understand that the methane that we would get out of all of the food waste put on our campus, and there's not that many students. We have about 15,000 students and only about 5,000 live on campus. All of that built up together would mitigate about 25 tons a year of food waste that would probably go into landfill. I mean, my campus has been composting for years, but that always gets sent to a third party, and then we never really understand that. So this was an on-campus movement to bring sustainability right to us and to have anaerobic digestion, which is something that has not been done in Chicago, like in a university. There has been one place called The Plant that tried to get an anaerobic digester, but unfortunately they ran out of funding. So we took the opportunity, because we do have the funding and we did have the opportunity to market this, and we've been working closely on mitigating these food waste streams that we find within our dining halls, our campus restaurants, etc. So I've been working a lot on that. I've also been working on funding resources for our biogas lab to try and get an EPA grant. So I have a lot of skills with like technical writing and things that are kind of the outside. But I do understand that like biogas is a great new technology that is perfect for small scale designs. And our campus is not that large, and we have been using it just on 1 or 2 dining halls right now because we're still in the startup phase, and it has shown tremendous results. So to have simple design machines like that integrated into a rural village, we can provide the educational tools to show them how to use this, what's the science behind that, which empowers people to learn and to understand the new technology. So I don't think that we obviously always need these large-scale industrial projects. I think that a lot of it, especially with small sustainable farms, we have to look a lot at simple designs and things that will mitigate food waste loss and mitigate the impact on our environment. That is a major concern for everybody, especially in this like ecological crisis. So, I mean, I think that with my experience and with my skills, I've worked a lot with not just rural villages when I was in Thailand for 6 months, which I got to see that close network connection, but I also understand that there are a lot of different designs and a lot of simple design technology systems that we can use, like biogas, like building a small anaerobic digester could be perfect for mitigating a lot of food waste loss. And biogas as an off product, you get, as a byproduct, you get liquid fertilizer, which could be used for sustainable farming. And my research has been looking a lot at that too, and what that liquid fertilizer, because at our campus we only do organic farming, so we have to make sure that we don't like have anything with chemical pesticides and things like that. So I just think that in order to look at the mission of AgriCycle, the global mission of empowering rural women and eliminating natural food loss, we can do this a lot through connecting with these farmers and incorporating these simple design technologies like anaerobic digestion to help build that and build that research and education gap and create those like bridges that would be leading a more sustainable future.